I am always dancing. Honestly, like it's not even a joke. I wish there was a behind the scenes of like watching me like do the whole thing.
There's,
Anywho,
yeah, there's something about that theme. Yeah.
but we digress. Hello, everybody. It is another Wednesday. We are back with your midweek laughter, and we actually have quite a bit of foolishness and things that make you go in my Arsenio Hall voice. But before we get into all of that, we will go ahead and introduce
Hello, world.
Hey.
Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these internets. My name is Carcia, and I'm here with the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew.
Yes, you are.
We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Check out the replays of our show every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's every Saturday. And thank you to Radio Regent for being a partner of this show. And of course, we tape this show live right here on YouTube every Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. What you need to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we go live. Join us live because it's the best. And then, of course, follow us on Instagram. Not Your Typical Girl Talk is the handle. Telly, my little sister.
Hey, what up, girl? Hello, everyone out there listening on the radio and watching us right here on the YouTube. It's a girl, Telly, and I'm also a proud member of the Not Your right. YouTube. You have to go the facts because the effects.
You're reminding me of like a radio station in the 90s.
In the 90s? I love a 90s vibe. 90s kids represent. Anyway, my name is Telly, y'all. And I'm so happy to be here with the girls, the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. We, like you said, Cara, yes, we are here for your midweek break because we were just discussing how this week it's not even over yet. And it's been trying. But you know what? That's why we're here. To help you all and ourselves get through the foolishness. And I know that she has chosen some interesting and foolish stories that I am ready to laugh at, to cry at, to wonder at. But I'm ready for it. Shiva girl, tell these beautiful people who you are. Say Shiva, yeah, that's it. Shiva, tell these beautiful people who you are. I get to do that all the time now.
I love it. I'm done. See, we do bring the midweek laughter. What would they do without us? We absolutely bring the midweek laughter. So I am Toshiba. They call me Shiba. I'm not even going to waste any time because we have some stories for you this week. So I'm going to go right into it. So in a segment I'm calling The Toy, here we go.
I have to hear about this movie from the 80s where this rich white kid buys a black man as his toy. This is Mr. Bates. He's one of the richest people in the world. He owns like newspapers and retail, and he tells his son, you can have absolutely anything you want in my store. So the son sees the janitor and he's like, that's a new one.
I know what I want. A black man.
Yeah. He's not a toy. He's trouble.
I want him.
He's not for sale.
Daddy said anything I wanted, anything in the store.
So they're like, look, we'll pay you $400 if you're this kid's toy for a week. And Richard Pryor's like, God damn it. I need a check in the movie and in real life.
Wrap him up.
No, there ain't no way they're going to wrap a black man up like he's an object. No, they do. They're like, get in this box. Now, honestly, what do I say about this? I am a firm believer that you can make a movie about anything. You just gotta have a point. Like, what's the point? The point of this movie is that racism is not serious. It's a joke. It's just silly, and we can laugh at it.
You bought a black man.
I wasn't aware that we sell them.
I just wanted you to know so that you wouldn't be frightened if you saw him walking around the house.
There's a real live black man here in this house?
It's only for a week.
Now, Richard Pryor takes full-on abuse from this family. Like, he is punished, he is mocked.
It doesn't even need batteries.
Eventually, the son and the toy become friends. And together they decide to cancel the dad by interviewing all of his employees, using his printing press to put it all in a paper and distribute it. The dad finds out, and he's like, get my son in here. And then he makes his assistant drop his pants in front of his son to show power? Look, I don't know. As if this couldn't get any weirder, the dad hosts a fundraiser for the KKK. We can get a picture of a liberal senator and the KKK Grand Master together and blackmail them. But then Richard Pryor rolls in on a go-kart, ruins the whole event, and then everyone's just throwing pies at each other. Typical KKK behavior. Richard Pryor takes a job at his newspaper and then gets the right to see the kid once a year. I'd be like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And then this mom rolls up and she's like, I heard you've been a great toy. Can you be one for my son? And he's like, oh, brother, here we go again. And then if it couldn't get any fucking weirder, Michael Jackson wrote a theme song to this movie that didn't get used.
I am your toy. I am your boy. I am the moonlight. You are the spring.
No. Like, he wrote this movie knowing the premise. I would have kept this one in the vault, babe. No, this wouldn't have seen the light of day.
I got nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Got nothing.
You know, the 80s was a time.
Yes, it was a
The
time.
80s was a
I do
time.
want to remind people, and it's a mind warp, and that's why they say that generation Gen X and millennials, we've lived through the greatest amount of change.
Yeah.
Because we've literally sat with our parents and saw that, and then we all marched in Black Lives Matter and the Me Too movement. Like, you know what I mean? Like the parallel of life over the past 30 years is insane.
It's just like this would never fly now. It's just interesting how like the mind works. Like Richard Pryor looked at this script. He definitely did. He needed cash. Like the man needed money.
Clearly.
He needed a lot, and I understand. Sir, go back to your stand-up.
I know.
Find a way. Make a black comedy.
He
Find
was
Eddie
kind
Murphy.
of like kids think of Kevin Hart right now.
But Kevin
That's
Hart would
what
never.
I know, but that's where Richard Pryor was in his career. He was literally the most famous black comedian in film at the time, and this was the best that they were offering. And remember,
I got nothing.
Black people weren't the producers of these movies. They were lucky to get a script.
Yeah, there were no Tyler Perry's or anything like that back then.
So this was the best that was out there. Just to remind y'all during this Black History Month,
Happy Black History Month!
Why we celebrate, because this used to be the best we could get.
That and like Michael Jackson singing "I'm Your Toy." You are
I'm
my
your
boy.
toy.
Something about a spring. Well, leave
that
Michael.
song.
Oh, rest in peace.
I just have nothing, and we're gonna move on because we will get canceled if I say what I want to say. So we're gonna move on. This segment here, girl, in a segment I'm calling "Drop It." Here we go.
So you got up on that ground so oh, bland. Damn. Ooh, you was killing them dance moves though.
Listen, when I saw this, I watched it 60 times.
Yeah.
And every time I watched it the more I laughed and the more my stomach would hurt. You have this woman, like, she has like 6 stomachs. I don't care. She has 60 different stomachs. And she's doing this dance
in the snow,
in the blizzard outside,
in her pajamas.
Shirt rolled up because she's into that dance. Like she's Janet Jackson. Does a whole Janet Jackson spin. And she lands flat on one of the 60 stomachs.
And her face.
Covered in snow. Girl, she got up fast though.
So here's my thing.
Girl.
And maybe I think too much about what I'm doing, but my first question when I saw it was, but why though? Like, why did you do this? Why did you set up your camera? Why did you put it on a tripod? You put your phone on the tripod. Then you walked over to where all the snow is outside while it is snowing. And you said, I'm going to do this dance in my pajamas. Like, she didn't even try to make herself look like presentable or whatever.
Girl.
And she did it and then fell in the snow.
We're living in
and
free
then
to be me.
Posted it.
We're living in the free to be me era. She's
But
like,
why?
I'm beautiful. I don't need to put no.
Okay, if you're beautiful, then sis, go put on like your best outfit. Get your face done up good. Do your hair good. Go into a dance studio and drop it.
Good thing that she didn't doll up herself because she wouldn't gone to waste in the snow.
Tonight I'm just gonna have a lot of nothing.
Woo,
You
I got
got
so
me with
much.
the 60 stomachs.
I
You
have
had me with 60
so
stomachs. I don't have,
I
and
got
once
so
you
much.
gave me the 60 stomachs, I was good.
60.
I've got
60.
nothing. I've got nothing.
And although
Nothing.
she's still spinning and dancing like that, she still has
Spinning.
those 60 stomachs. Make it make
Spinning.
sense.
She spun. Like she
Fun.
committed. She committed to that spin. That was the part for me. I was like, sister girl, like she committed. I barely want to walk in the snow. She's fun. Good for you, girl.
Like maybe
We've
in
got
her
nothing
mind,
for you.
maybe in her mind, she
Nothing.
thought she was like the Black Frozen. The whole let it go, that whole thing. Maybe in her mind, she thought. Maybe she thought she was Tweet. One of her cool music videos from back in the day with the snow and the Tony Braxton from Making Me High. She thought in her mind, the white, the blue room and the white cat suit, and she's popping it.
No.
Maybe in her mind, that's what she thought.
No.
But in reality, it was something else.
So we're gonna move on because this one here had me hella confused. And thank God for people who can interpret stupid, because I certainly cannot. So in a segment I'm calling Walmart, here we go.
Them roach tits, so Reese chickens from Walmart be so fire. Walmart selling roach titties. Roaches got titties. There's a that rotisserie rotisserie, please no. Now Aaliyah, okay, I understand that, times be hard, but I know doggone well you didn't try to, I know you didn't try to type rotisserie. You didn't even sound that out. You didn't sound that out. You just looked around and said, how could I spell this? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to insinuate that you got them, but how would you come up with roach tits? Yeah, oh my God. Well, now can somebody confirm whether or not roaches got titties? Like, are they male, female? How does it, okay.
I had to lean in close. She wrote roach. So because you're listening on the radio, could not see. This person wrote roach tits. So Reese, like Reese's Pieces for rotisserie.
Can I also say that the person that wrote this, they spell their name Aaliyah, Aleeah, which actually makes no sense. I've never heard Aaliyah spelled that way.
I've never heard it spelled that way.
And then they said Sophie, Fye, meaning fire. This is a great I don't actually need to hear anything else. I'm like, everything about this, from your name to the very last word, is poor grammar. So what did we expect?
The American school system?
And even when you spell rotisserie.
How should I roach? And I know that all phones have spell check. So while she was spelling it, before she even pushed the post button, when she was reading that back to herself, did she not realize that it said roach tits? And yes, do roaches have tits? Like the female ones?
Probably.
I will look this up. But
how do they nurse their children?
Maybe Aaliyah can help. Aaliyah can find that out.
No.
Aaliyah Dixon.
No. No, cockroaches do not have tits because they lack mammary glands. However, some species of cockroaches produce a nutrient-rich liquid that's sometimes called milk. This liquid helps their young develop. So no roach tits after all.
Now,
see how we're educating people?
There you go.
Educating one day at a time.
You know.
Unlike our friend here, Elise, who let the whole world think that there's roach tits.
Roach tits, so Reese. Roach.
So
Reese. Roach tits, so Reese. Roach tits, so Reese. We're done. We're actually
She
done.
also
We're
meant to
done.
say like Reese, as in, but still
boy.
doesn't even know how to spell that, so they put Reese instead of Reese.
This is so
Listen,
bad.
it's a mess.
This is so bad. America, do better. I don't know how that looks, but there's some people that are now in the real world, some young people in the real world that are spelling rotisserie in a way that I've never seen.
I'm done.
What?
I'm done. Because it gets better. This
I'm
next one
excited.
here. Yep, this next one here might take the cake for the next couple of months. This one here. In a segment, I'm calling 12 times 12. Here we go.
I speak 8 languages. I know algebra 1, 2, and 3. I never graduated school, never made it past the 5th grade. I do mathematical equations and the quadruples of algebra without even doing it on paper. You ask me any mathematical question, I bet you I can tell it to you right off the bat.
12 times 12.
12 times 12 is 91. 12 times 12, I'm sorry, 12 times 12, 909,967, 909,968. It's 21,792.
It's closer.
91? I don't know, I haven't slept in a few days. It's kind of been crazy for me. But 12 times 12 is 24, right?
Okay.
No, 12 times 12, 28.
For anyone who did not know the answer, 12 times 12 is 144. It's very easy. 12 times 12 is not 999, it's 967, 68, 69. Nor is it 24, nor is it 91. 12 times 12 is 144.
No, Lord. Not
There
this
was
man
no
person that he knows math.
Listen, I went to the comments and I said, forget math. The meth is mething. Because that's Diffle told me everything I needed. I was like, this is meth on a next level.
He's Methamo.
Not Methamo.
Matthew.
He thinks he's a mathematician.
He's Matthew.
But he's a mathematician.
And the way he's talking, I know.
You know what? Here's the problem, right?
I know.
I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what happened. And this is the one thing about, white men privilege is that they have a lot of confidence. So much so that they will say that, 12 times 12 is 9,862. No, wait, it's 24. They will do that, and they will confidently stand there and do that.
Confidently.
Too confident.
Because the privilege is strong.
Too confident. Like he's
I already know who he voted for.
Oh, he's that person.
What? No, he
has the same brain as that person. And clearly I'm sorry. And then just the way how it was filmed, like showing.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Of the
scenery,
waterfall, the
time
weird
is
music.
passing.
Yeah.
Years are passing. He's still
just spitting out numbers that make no. How can 12 times 12 be 24?
900 and something. Like 900.
Times, not plus. Times. Multiplication.
But he said that he's a mathematician. So he claimed that he said what he said.
I would love to hear him speak these languages that he says.
And these languages. I want to ask you, speak to us in Old Hebrew.
Let's go. Portuguese.
Hebrew.
Let's go, sir.
Let's do it. Biblical Latin. Come through. Let's go.
You guys are waiting for a lot because he could barely speak English. So what are we talking about? I have nothing for him. But again, 12 times 12, 144. It's not that hard.
Because I would like to hear him speak some languages.
No,
What are these
no,
languages?
we don't want to do that.
Because not
Um,
even Duolingo could help this man.
Duolingo
The
said no.
Duolingo, the owl, he's probably shaking his head. He's shaking his head.
Said
No,
no.
sir.
He said no, sir. Mm-mm.
Go
Don't
back to
even
the
join. We got nothing. Oh, but my goodness, oh me, oh my, we have nothing. So we are gonna keep it pushing along, keep it trucking along to this next one where we're just gonna call, in this next segment, we're simply calling What's Next? Here we
After
go.
transgender and transracial, we got transabled. Yeah, this one's really messed up. Physically healthy people who feel they should have been born disabled. A man in Great Britain cut off his arm because he felt like an amputee. A woman in North Carolina poured drain cleaner in her eyes because she felt blind. Transgender, transracial, transabled. Guess what's next? A grown man posting an ad on Craigslist wanting a nanny because he identifies as a baby. You can't make this stuff up. Ridiculous? Perhaps, but who's to say anymore if that's how he feels? If a man can be a woman because he feels like one, if a white person can be a black person because she feels like one, if a healthy person can mutilate herself because she feels disabled, if a grown man can be a baby because he feels infantile, where does this end? Can a child be an adult because she feels like a grown-up? Can a teenager buy alcohol because he identifies as over 21 years of age? Can a grown man attend kindergarten because he identifies as a 6-year-old girl? Can a child spend the day at doggy daycare instead of school because the child feels like a canine? If not, why not? If a kid can be transgender because he feels like a girl, who are we to tell a child he must attend school or obey his parents or refuse him a beer when he orders one? You can't have it both ways.
I mean,
I really have nothing to say because
I got nothing. I'm stumped. Yeah.
There were no lies told, and we move on. This is the fastest segment we got because we're not getting canceled today. We let them
not
say
tonight.
what they have to say, and what's next? Okay, moving on to actually what's next in our show. This one here, no solidarity with this black woman is all I'm going to say. In a segment I'm calling Cat Bath. Yes, you heard it. Cat, C-A-T, because I'm Jamaican, so you might not understand it. Cat Bath. Okay, here we go.
I want you to try this if you showered last night. Many people, and even my own family members, don't agree when me and my husband say that we do not shower for weeks, even months at a time. Only 2 months at a time, so before all the keyboard warriors come, just relax, it's just 2 months at a time. Me and my husband discovered that after doing a lot of research, that showering excessively can actually lead to a lot of health disorders in the future. You can go Google them on your own, I don't have to tell you. So I'm going to tell you what we do instead, and it's called the cat method. I will admit it's a little unconventional, but once you hear it out, you will be changed forever. If you have a cat, or if you've ever seen a cartoon, you know a cat typically takes one of its paws, licks it, and kind of just maneuvers his hair with it. Me and my husband actually have mittens that we got specifically for bathing, and it's actually my Amazon storefront, link in bio, that we take and we travel with for long endeavor trips. And whenever we're just kind of on the plane, and whenever we just don't want a heavy shower, we actually do what cats do, because we learned that human saliva actually acts the same as cat saliva. So the way that cats are keeping themselves clean, humans can too. Did you know that? Try something new today.
I will not.
No, I don't want to try anything new from you, dirty girl. I don't want to try nothing from you, you dirty nas. Taking your saliva and putting it in your hair on your body with your showering gloves.
You're a black woman? Like, I really do have a question.
Yo,
and this is a question, like, if I ever got on a platform and they were like, what is the one question you would want to ask mankind? And I would go and I would say, what is the big issue with
bathing?
Taking a 5 to 10 minute long shower? Like, why is this such a hard concept?
Yeah, why are we fighting the shower? Why are we fighting
today? Just today, I took 2. I barely went outside. I work from home. I took two. One in the morning before I sat my arse so I could go to work, and one right before we started the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got myself together. Two.
why is it
Why is it such a
hard?
difficult thing to take a shower? What
It's
are
not
they scared
hard.
of water? Are they scared of the shower setting?
Like,
This is becoming a real
you literally
problem.
put some shower gel, put some soap, even a
On a
bar of soap on a towel or a loofah, and you literally do this. Like, that's hard.
Bathe your skin.
I don't understand why everyone is looking for ways to not bathe
Clean
themselves.
You're not living in the olden days.
Right.
And even back then, they dived into whatever water they could find to clean
a way.
themselves. So
like, it's not
I'm
like there's a
confused.
shortage of water.
No. Not yet, anyway. I mean, I don't know what's happening. Clearly, the planet is upside down, so I don't know. Maybe she knows something that we don't know. Maybe she feels that there's a shortage in her household. Maybe they haven't paid their water bill in a long time, and that's why she's going on this way. But what I don't like, too, is like, why are you spreading this ridiculousness? Oh, showering is bad for you. It's like, how?
How?
What?
How?
How? You don't need me to tell you. Just look it up on Google. You'll see. It's like, what? So you're using Dr. Google to solve your problems? Okay, girl, go ahead.
Like, I got nothing.
I got too much, but this girl has already ticked me off, so I'm she pissed me off. So
I mean, at least the white people are putting soap on their hair and letting the soap run down. Like, at least they're getting in the shower.
Get into the shower. Lord Jesus, girl, because like you're dirty now. Stop this ridiculous.
Can you imagine seeing somebody else? Like, this is how cats do. Like, they lift
I'm sorry,
themselves.
we have the
like
same
this.
saliva as cats?
That's nasty.
What?
Cats are cats.
Cats are cats and humans are humans.
So we clearly need a break. Garcia, take us through this little midweek break. We need a break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's take a little break. So get your water, refresh your tea, whatever it is you need to do. We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Thanks to them, you can listen to this week's show Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to check us out there. We record this show live on YouTube every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. So be sure to join us on YouTube, subscribe to our channel so you know when we go live, to check us out live. Seeing the show is fun because you get to enjoy it with us, see the facial expressions and the little dances that we do, because the dances are good. Honestly. And of course, make sure to check us out on Instagram as well. Let's continue down the yellow brick road.
I'm terrified of the yellow brick road. I want to go back. There's no place like home. Take me home. I don't want to see no crazy.
Dorothy.
I don't want to go through the crazy.
No, Dorothy. No, Dorothy.
Way. I don't want to see the Wizard of Oz. Where's Toto?
I can't. We're probably not going to have a lot to say about this next one either, but we have to share the foolishness with the people. So in a segment I'm calling Profile, here we go.
Put HIV positive on my profiles. People don't want to touch you. I remember being on a date with someone, so I brought him back to my place. Was like, okay, I need to tell you something. I'm HIV positive. And I remember he looked at me. It was like I murdered him. I was like, I thought he was gonna beat the shit out of me. He was like, I can't believe you wouldn't tell me, and you gave me HIV, and was just losing his mind. And I'm like, no, that's not possible. Even if I bled on you, in an open wound, that wouldn't happen. I'm undetectable. But he just didn't want to hear it. Now, the way the law goes, being undetectable, I really don't have to disclose my status. Right. And you think about it, anyone that you meet on your first date or if you're hooking up, are you I have diabetes, I have high blood pressure. You're not telling them any of this shit. Yeah. Where HIV is now, if you are undetectable, you don't necessarily have to disclose that. I don't think you're putting anyone at any risk that you have to necessarily go through that, but it's because of the stigma and shame that I feel I have to disclose. People would look at that as betrayal.
Next.
Yeah.
Moving on.
In the next segment, we're calling Searching. Here we go.
See, the thing about it is, men used to go missing at sea. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to go ahead and be in the navies. Yeah, now. But now they're searching for treasures in their fellow men's nyash. Like we gotta be able to talk about that, you know? Because it's one thing for you to want to touch and agree on your fellow brother, you know? But it's a whole nother thing for the said brother to go ahead and elevate their nyash for that TSA pre-check. Brother Okona. This is not what they meant by doing life together, you know?
Ain't that the truth?
Can someone explain? Because first of all, I need to understand what I just watched. The people on the radio need to understand what they watched because I'm still confused and I saw it. Somebody help me, help them.
Oh, it's two men. One dude is searching up some other guy's butt.
Yeah, there's supposed to be wrestling,
like combat or something.
But the guy literally,
allegedly,
like, first of all, if I was the where was the referee during this fight? Because
I don't think they had
nowhere.
That is a violation, sir.
Maybe it's like
why you
no...
search up his sentence, so.
What was he look like? What wrestling move is that?
Right.
And what wrestler allows him to put his hand in his pants, rub on
searching
his booty?
Up like that.
Because that was not because he was in a position where he could have kicked or something. Like what?
Right. He didn't try to stop it.
Well, why would you kick when you enjoy?
I mean, there's definitely that. There's definitely that. Definitely that. We're done. We're done. Yeah, we're done. We're gonna run through this. We're gonna have nothing to talk about in a bit because we're done.
It's gonna be it's that kind of show tonight. It's very quiet.
Yeah, we're done. Okay, so this one is actually pretty damn funny because this is about my least favorite city in the United States. And this is going to show you where and why. Why is this my least favorite city? Well, we're going to see here in a segment called Oh, New York. Here we
I'm
go.
moving tomorrow, so it's time I show you my bathroom, which I believe is the smallest bathroom in New York City. If it is not the smallest bathroom in New York City, I would like you to show me the smallest bathroom in New York City. Because I personally haven't seen another one. Hold on, I'm making heart-shaped pasta, not for anyone, but I am feeling love because I'm about to live in a bathroom that is, well, you'll see. So, you walk in to the establishment. Oh, normal bathroom, right? Normal bathroom, place to hang. That did come with the apartment. We have this nice shower curtain. It's from Urban Outfitters. We have this area where I keep my toothbrush. You'll see why in a moment. Then we have this great bath mat from Amazon. I am stepping on it with my outside shoes. And then if you're thinking, this is great, where's the sink? Totally. What's great about this is you don't have to turn on the sink and turn on the toilet in two separate actions. It actually is the same action. And if you're thinking, what if I want to flush the toilet, but I don't want to turn on the sink? Well, that's not an option. That's not an option that you have. What if I want to turn on this, I think it's big in Japan. And it's environmentally friendly. My new apartment has a sink though, so, wealth comes at you fast.
No. And she's an idiot. Why would you even look at this place and put a down payment or a whatever rental? You're an idiot. You know what, girl? That serves you right. Serves your body right.
So here's the thing with New York and since we have time, we can totally talk about
We got time.
Oh yeah, we got time. Look at that.
New York, this is the thing about New York.
Got nothing.
If you have loads of money, New York is awesome.
Oh yeah, it's great when you're rich.
The issue with New York is that with even a really good check, like normal middle class money, this is how you're living, where your sink is connected to the toilet pipe. Like what? And like this, and what's sad is this is actually an upgrade because most people have communal washrooms.
Yeah. Or you share with your neighbor.
Where you share it with
the whole floor.
5 or 12 other people on the floor. Oh,
yes, girl. And the shower.
And the shower, yes. You have to go and wait in line for the bathroom.
Like you're
even
in prison.
And then you're paying like
prison.
$4,000 a month for rent. Like, what in the what? Like, go back to Missouri.
Make
go
peace with
back
your parents,
to
little
Texas.
girl.
Go
Make
to
peace
Florida.
With your parents. Go back
to
home.
Washington.
Yeah, you know what? Move anywhere else. But New York is clearly
to Buffalo.
Not affordable to live.
Where listen, we
There's
had
nice places in Texas.
Listen, we had a friend who lived in Chicago, and they were like, "It's getting too expensive." And they had a nice apartment there,
nice.
but she left and went to Tennessee and got even a nicer, bigger apartment for way less.
Yeah.
Cheaper cost of living and better weather.
Yep.
Go do that.
Anywhere is better than any situation is better than what she's in right now. She's literally drinking urine water.
I could not imagine having to flush my toilet in order to wash my hands. So at this point, you would never use that. You just wash your hands in the shower.
Yeah.
Right. I would wash my face and everything in the shower. Why would you use this stupid apparatus?
This weird looking
on
water
the toilet
that's on top of your toilet. No, girl, you got bamboozled. You saw what you were about to put money on.
Thank you. And why? Like when you took a tour of this unit, like did you just get it sight unseen? They said it's available. You said sure, and you just never saw it.
Like I'm sure she did a walkthrough. She didn't see.
Obviously, she didn't do the walkthrough properly because
was she blind that day? She chose to ignore.
Like,
give me The Bachelor in New Jersey.
She's going to New Jersey. Just a stone throw. Like, how desperate does one? Is she that desperate to live in New York? This is not worth.
Go to Brooklyn. No. Go get a place in Brooklyn.
Manhattan.
Stretch your money a bit more.
Go. I mean, I'm not a fan of Rochester by any means whatsoever, but if you really want to be in New York,
go to Rochester. Yes, go to Syracuse.
Thank you.
Go get an apartment that has a real washroom with a sink.
Girl, come on. Oh, Lord.
Because that is not it.
No.
I got nothing. So you know, we're just
good luck, little child.
Move it along because I got nothing. This one here actually made my blood boil. I watched it a couple of times and I got angrier actually every time I watched it. So in a segment I'm calling They Said What? Here we go.
Fuck off, you fat pig. What the fuck? Shit. God damn it. Shit. Fucking damn it. Oh, fucking damn it. Fuck off. Oh, fucking damn it. Fuck off.
Excuse me?
Fuck off.
Excuse me?
Fuck off. Oh, do it, snowman. Fuck it, snowman.
What?
It's cannon.
What'd you say?
Fuck off. Fuck off.
No, fuck off.
It's fuck off?
No, fuck off.
Never fuck off?
No, fuck off.
It's fuck off? Fuck off, sir. Fuck a bitch.
Who?
Yeah, I mean, now you know.
What?
And I love you.
What?
Wait, where you going?
Well, what? I heard what you saying at
I
first.
love you. Where you going?
Apple juice.
Good.
Yeah, it's good?
Fucking good. I fuck you. Hello?
Hello.
Bitch.
No.
Yep.
So because we have time.
Yeah, we got time. Time.
So yeah, Tully and I talked about this and we were like, first of all, there are a few things here. First thing is, Why are the parents
Oh.
laughing and recording this and then putting it up online, showing how they parent?
Thank you. They're proud of this.
They're proud of this. And then second, the kids know that they're doing something bad
Oh, yeah,
because
know.
they switch it up.
So they know.
As little as they are, they know what they're doing is wrong. And the parents are like, hey. I would be disturbed heavily if I had, you know, a 2-year-old in their little onesie running around saying F you. And what?
Fuck off.
First of all, this
Like
will not happen.
plain as day.
Having their middle finger up camera.
Like,
No.
we're coming from a world in the Black culture anyway. If you even say what to your parent, trust and believe you're gonna feel much more.
I am 45. I am 45 and I still cannot say what.
Yeah.
I'm still scared of my mom and dad. I'm a grown ass woman.
I would never.
I'm crazy.
I would
They
never.
have these little adolescent
Ever.
pick me. They barely can talk.
And they've got their phone up like.
And they're filming like, this is so cute. Look at my kid can do.
Say it again. Say it
They can't
again.
read. They can't count. They can't barely feed themselves. But you have
they
them
can't.
cussing. And you're happy about this as a parent. That's your accomplishment. That you're raising a child that's going to be a detriment to society.
Remember when parents used to like show videos of their kids like at the recital,
doing a cartwheel,
playing a flute,
piano,
or
or
dancing,
something.
or doing something that made
Something
sense?
productive.
Remember those days?
Yeah, this generation is wild. Like, we're now filming our children cussing off. Listen, parents, do better.
For real.
Because when this kid screws up, which they will, and something happens and they go to the parents, these are the same parents that'll be like, oh, I didn't raise my child to be like that. I raised little Timmy to be a respectable human being.
I don't know about that.
Pause that. We have the receipts. Roll back the tape. Roll back the tape with little Timmy sticking up his middle finger. Roll back the tape with little Timmy cussing, dropping F-bombs.
Yeah.
Roll back
in the
tape.
camera.
Roll back the tape with little
And
Barney.
then
Roll it back.
Here's another thing too that parents should be cautious of. And a lot of kids, we are going to see a ton load of kids in about 10, 15, 20 years suing their parents
As
for
they
putting
should.
up videos of them doing this. These parents aren't even trying to protect their kids anymore.
No, to them, it's like, oh, look, I have a kid.
They want viral. Yeah, they want to have a viral moment with their kids.
For the sake of the safety of their children.
Yeah.
Their kids are going to sue
Nobody-
them because there is an actual
don't care.
law where kids can sue their parents because there was no consent
consent.
given to put them on camera when they were freaking 1 year old.
Cussing, dropping F-bombs,
Cussing and
flipping the bird, like
looking crazy. Like, why doesn't the parent put
Why do parents do
themselves
that? Yeah, why
on
do parents
camera
show them
doing
do that? That's not cute. And that's not forgivable. Okay. But please do not come to this corner of the internet saying, oh, I didn't raise my child to be that way.
Receipts in 3, 2, 1.
Show the receipts. Rewind the tape. Bring it back. 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 Bring it back.
Oh, God. Okay,
Parents.
we're done. Told you I wasn't going to say a lot tonight because that pissed me off. Anywho, this one. Give me the bird. I might have to put it twice.
Bless you.
In a segment I'm calling Versatile, here we go.
Hello and namaste. I am mother of a versatile boy and are looking for a versatile girl for marriage purpose. She should be versatile in kitchen and should be able to make Thai. She can do part-time work from home, but if she want to go to office, she should be home before her husband to give him warm welcome. She should not have any bad habit like smoking or drinking. She should avoid holding hands in public because our son is very much shy. She should dress decently at home all times, even when alone with our son. If you are okay, we are okay. Mail us at pandays2012@.com. Thank you.
Oh, dear.
Can I ask a question?
Lodge. Go ahead. Yeah, ask. Ask the
So,
question.
usually, you know, people of that culture,
right?
If usually there's never an issue with finding a spouse for your child, because by the time that child is born, you've already sort of set up
it's like an
the
arranged
suitable,
marriage.
the suitable suitors,
right,
for the child. Like there'll be like 12 or 20 people lined up for your child to court, right, in an arranged situation. The idea that this woman had to sit with her versatile son who looks like he's not okay.
The man can't breathe, practically.
Right, and you're out here with this weird email.
The man is sitting there curled up in a ball. He
looks like he's not okay.
He can't talk. The fact that his mom has to come into his defense to talk for him. And these demands, make sure you work from home part-time. But if you have to go to work in the office, make sure you're home before him.
Before your
so you
husband.
can give him a warm welcome.
Right.
What?
And
who are you coming home
he
to?
looks like he needs his mom still.
He needs Cam H. Or Betty Ford serves. He needs something.
He doesn't look okay.
He needs an institution. The last thing he should be looking for is a wife. We need a psychiatrist.
And that's what I'm saying, right? If there's no arrangement, something's wrong with that young man.
Which we could all clearly see. That man is not righted.
A versatile.
So where is
what is the versatility? Yeah,
where is it?
I wish she named off what the versatility was.
Like I thought that it'd be more. You think that he would open up more as the video was going?
No,
but he curled up
even more.
And where the father
could barely see his face.
I have no idea what the versatile boy looks like. Because he's shy, remember? So he kept his face down in his long sleeve shirt. So poor woman doesn't know what kind of versatility she's getting from this versatile boy.
No, this versatile boy.
And then his shirt wasn't even cool.
It was almost too big for him.
Yeah, that's not versatile.
Which is why he was fixing it up so much. And then he just looks sad. What kind of woman wants to marry a sad boy? Nobody. Man, I hate to say this to you, but you're gonna be stuck with that boy for a very long time.
Forever. You and the versatile boy are going to be together.
Sad boys. I don't know if Kendra can help in this situation. I don't know if Kendra can help in this situation.
Not even Kendra can help.
Kendra can help this.
The hope is that they have like a good cow or goat for the dowry.
I'm done. We're gonna move on. We're gonna wrap up and move on. In our last video segment before we go to our bonus, our friend from the beginning of the show is gone because he's got another preview that we will find hilarious in a segment I'm calling Real Boy. Here we go.
Hear me out. Pinocchio is the greatest gay trafficking warning tale. Geppetto makes Pinocchio, and he's like, "Aw, I wish you were a real boy." Like, really? Dude, you're 70. You got a cat and a fish. You do not need a kid. You're fine. So the blue fairy comes down, and she's like, "Okay, fine. I'll grant you your wish." But she's kind of a troll. She makes Pinocchio a living puppet and says in 3 days, if he's good, he can become human. And if that wasn't hard enough, she makes him so gay. She's like, "I'm gonna make this puppet gay as hell." So then these two bad foxes are going down the street. They see Pinocchio skipping by, and they're like, "Look at that gay puppet. How can we trick this thing? Oh, let's convince him to be an actor." And to no one's surprise, Pinocchio takes the bait, and he's pretty good. Like, he's a hit. Then Jamie Spears locks him up. He's like, "You're not going anywhere. We're touring the world." But Lindsey Graham over here has bigger plans for Pinocchio. He's got a gay island where he brings little boys. So he works with the foxes. Then Pinocchio gets trafficked again. They're like, "We're dragging your gay ass to Fire Island." So then all these gays get off the ferry, and they head into Fire Island, where Lindsey Graham's like, "Have fun, boys." And this island has everything that gays want. Free vapes, dark rooms. Pinocchio is really feeling his role. But then we learn that this island is just one big trafficking ring where they're turned into donkeys and shipped off to Bryan Singer. If a gay old man is offering you a free vacation, it ain't free.
Boys have had your fun. Now pay for it.
Pinocchio escapes before he's turned into a full donkey, but he learns that Geppetto is in the middle of the ocean in a whale's stomach. Pinocchio ties himself to a rock and goes to the bottom of the ocean to find him. He finds him, but Geppetto sees his ears and he's like, "Were you at Fire Island?" And Pinocchio's like, Oops, sorry, Daddy. They had free vapes. What was a boy to do? So they escaped the belly of this whale. But then Pinocchio, I can't with this puppet. Pinocchio's like flailing in the water. He's like, I can't swim. And then he's drowned. Sweetie, a few hours ago, you were at the bottom of the ocean doing just fine. Like, who are you fooling? So Geppetto's like, oh, my poor boy is dead. But then the fairy visits him and makes him a real boy. She's like, you learned the first lesson about being human. Just get attention.
Listen. You know what's crazy? It wasn't until watching it I was like, oh my god, that was so true.
Yeah.
When we were kids, we watched Pinocchio.
We watched Pinocchio.
I think every kid's seen
plenty
Pinocchio.
of times, but because your brain,
your
isn't,
brain is not developed good.
You don't
yet.
have the cornal mind to see it until you're like, wait a minute.
This is a crackhead film.
This is Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
in
Fire
animation.
Island.
Not Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein in animation mode.
Yeah.
Disney is a very interesting.
Disney is a messed up situation.
Disney's got some serious. When they sang "If You Wish Upon a Star," hey,
Oh,
listen,
no.
Linda. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You put my money in Mickey.
Oh dear.
Listen,
I've
y'all.
got nothing.
Listen.
I've nothing.
No lies were told in
Again,
that thing.
another movie where, again,
Disney's out here.
as kids, you watched it and it was like, yep, this is totally fine. Your parents went to the video store or whatever they did. They rented it. You sat in front of the TV and watched it like 4 times in 2 days, rewound the video and brought it back to Blockbuster. And now here we are, 30 years later, looking back, and we're like,
oh dang,
wait a minute, this movie ain't.
That's haunted.
This is
That's
not
not a
okay.
children's film. You had 2 pimp foxes. It's hot out here for a pimp.
Yeah, they were Walt's West.
Well, doing the pimp walk. Yeah, it's a god. I'm like, wait a minute.
Do you want to be an actor?
No, that's not pimp moves. I don't know what is. I don't know what it is.
No, I already watched, part one of
Part one of
Fall
the Fall of Diddy on ID.
So,
listen.
I'm done.
yeah.
We're gonna move on.
Literally
there.
Diddy as a fox.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
It's Diddy as a fox.
We're gonna leave that one there because 6 Brown Chicks has something for us tonight. In a segment I'm calling Gin. Here we go. I never liked Gin, the youngest guy in our underground orgy group. He's tall and hung, and my wife really likes him. It was Jin's turn to host the orgy, and he was supposed to score the party favors: weed, meth, cocaine. For the after party, we sent him the money. He stopped by the dope spot, but on the night of the party, he said he was attacked by a flock of street pigeons, and the pigeons stole the drugs. We kicked him out of the orgy group for being a thief. I told multiple underground clubs to avoid Jin because I didn't want him to connect with my wife again. Jin moved to Miami, and I was happy. Weeks ago, Jin sent a group invite to his orgy spot in Miami, and he sent a YouTube video of a pigeon getting high on cocaine. Screenshots attached. Looking at the video, it was clear that Jin told the truth about the pigeons robbing him. Wife got excited and hinted we should visit Jin in Miami. I told her we're not going. Wife, you can come to Miami and watch us F, or we'll do it without you. I think they're having an emotional and physical affair, and that's against our marital rules and orgy bylaws. Advice? Before you ladies give him advice, apparently this is a screenshot of the pigeon getting high.
That's the screenshot. That's the screenshot.
Oh dear.
Pigeons getting high on cocaine. Advice, ladies?
So hold on, I just want to make sure that
There's a
he's
lot.
mad because his wife is having, he feels his wife is having an emotional
affair
and physical affair with Jin.
Right.
With Jin.
He
Physical,
always
emotional.
allowed his wife to mess with because they're in an orgy. And I'm sure he's messing with other men and women.
I'm sure he's messing with Brandy.
Probably.
Because if you have a guy named Jin, it's
Right.
got to be a girl named Brandy and a girl named
Right.
Vodka and a girl named and two
Whatever.
Ray and a nephew.
And
Yes,
Cosmo.
there's a Cosmo. There's a Ray and nephew.
Yeah.
They're just using all the alcoholic nicknames. But he has a problem with them hooking up, but he's okay with her just being a part of this orgy in general.
And his whole anger is just stemmed on the fact that pigeons stole all the drugs. All the drugs.
And he was attacked.
What are the birds going to do with the marijuana? Smoke it?
Sell it? Sir.
Yeah, the pigeons attacked him. Hello, it was a group, it was a gang.
Right, and they stole. They didn't steal his watch
or his wallet. They stole
or pick the life out of him. They decided to steal the drugs.
Because birds have that kind of mentality.
Because he was carrying the drugs just out here in the open like this in his hand.
And birds know what drugs is. And he wants advice. So, okay, sir. The advice is you need to find a new hobby. These orgies are clearly not
and
working
if
for
this
you.
if you're not if you can't
handle the heat,
then get out of the kitchen.
Get out of the kitchen. You have a problem with your honey, your wife, hooking up with this man.
Because indeed, he did make an agreement. What is the bylaw?
Yeah,
he made an agreement with her that they're going to be in this club and do this. Did he expect her to just be like, "Yeah, I'm never going to
not going to catch
go
feelings
near Jin again because." Sir.
So, sir, it's either you pack your bags and go with her to Miami and watch this thing unfold, or let her go and look for the birds that stole the drugs.
I'm sure there's some pigeons out there flying all crazy.
I'm sure.
Like falling out of the sky.
You know what? Maybe he is on to something. I did hear.
Oh,
remember we heard, girl, I know this is stupid, I know, but they said somewhere in Texas that the rats, they're having an opioid outbreak.
Well,
they're addicted to drugs.
That I would get because it's probably in the water from people throwing drugs in the toilet. Right, the needles.
Right. But what if this poor gin man was walking with his meth and his weed and tripped?
But the marijuana.
And the marijuana went flying all over him and around him, and the birds were just like, food! And they just dived down on him and took the stuff, took the drugs.
All of it.
Listen, pigeons, they travel
all
in
the
big
drugs. The weed, the cocaine, all of it.
Yes, girl, listen. These animals, they don't play.
For the entire group, drugs that were meant for the entire group in the club was stolen by the pigeons.
Jin said.
And they untied the baggies.
Yes, their beaks are strong.
They rolled the slits.
Yes, because they have their claws.
They went,
yes, they have strong claws and strong beaks.
Okay.
We got nothing. We're done. Actually, we're gonna wrap it up. We have nothing. I actually have no advice. Telly gave you the advice, sir. I've got nothing for you. We move on. Telly, talk to the people there.
Well, everyone, there you have it. That's our show for this week. We hope you laugh, cry, and you're probably left with more questions than anything else. And don't worry, so are we. But we want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Thank you so much, Radio Regent and iHeartRadio, for hosting our lovely selves and our show, Not Your Typical Girl Talk. Check out the replays every Saturday at 7 o'clock. Right here, not here, on iHeartRadio. You can watch this episode along with our award-winning content. That's right, you will enjoy. Also, we tape here live every Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So come on in, watch us, join the fun. You will laugh, you will cry, you'll do a lot of things, or mostly you'll wonder. But anyway, listen, y'all. Find us on social media, on Facebook, on I hate Meta can be a thing. But anyway, thank you, IG and Facebook. Find us on there under the name Not Your Typical Girl Talk. Okay, Meta. We got Garcia and Telly. We got Queen Sheba. And listen, y'all, keep fit. Have fun. Stay away from those pigeons because apparently they're after way too much. And if you're a drug user, you must think twice before walking outside with your drugs or anything for this matter, because these birds are out here. So be safe.
Hide your wife. Hide your drugs.
Hide your
Because
wife,
they're coming
hide
after
your drugs,
you.
'cause gin is out there. And them birds.
Good night, everybody.